And we're back, man. What's going on with y'all, man? We back again with another Sunday Funny edition of the Rahm Kelly Show, and we're back with our musical guest, Death Cat, man. Thank y'all again for coming through. Appreciate y'all. We're about to ask y'all some questions, if you don't mind.
Sure.
All right, but we might forget how to answer them.
You might forget how to. Okay, well, you're not gonna forget this one because, Mel, I got your list. I got your list.
Right.
That means,
Right.
you know what that means? It means I'm not gonna forget them. Okay. Shit. Okay, so shit. How long have you guys been together, and how did you all meet?
Somewhere between never and
Who's
forever.
clipping you?
2008. So how do we
Chris,
meet?
Chris,
Well,
I can't hear him now.
I was talking to him. Oh, I forgot to turn it on.
Okay, he forgot to turn it on. Okay.
Yeah, so we met somewhere between never and forever, but once upon a time in the Zist ship in outer space, so Professor, you went from the 13th dimension to space trying to kill Santa Claus, and then you ended up in prison on the Zist ship. I think.
It broke me out.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, shit.
And then this guy, he was like, in the caves of
The caves of the cat women. We go on various adventures and stuff. Whatnot, but we picked him. He wasn't happy where he was living. They were treating him bad. He was like a giant among spiders, and
Okay.
He bit one of their heads.
to be
off.
honest,
They didn't like it.
to be honest, they talked to me in private. They just wanted to get rid of him because he was eating everything.
All right.
We said we'll take him off your hands. And now he's eating everything in our shit.
Yeah, and then this guy is just be clowning
Bug
all
juice.
the time.
He's got his bug
so-
juice.
hey,
Fine,
motherfucker. Okay.
And
Well,
then,
shit.
and then,
And then you got the little robot, but here,
He's
oh
always
yeah,
busted
Demon.
up.
He's kind of.
What is up, meows?
oh shit. What's up, meow to you, Mr. Robot Man?
These are my early feline friends and collaborators.
Okay. Well, shit. That's the first on the show. The first time I've ever talked to a robot.
Why does he look so mad? Is-
Dead.
Oh, he's still in Demon Dog 138 mode here. Let's switch his programming a little bit. Here we
It's
go.
very technical.
It's very,
Yeah.
it's very highly.
It's because he was
I
with
went to
the
MIT
professor.
for 15 years to learn how to do that.
He was in the 13th dimension as well, but
Oh, okay.
he goes between Demo Dog 1138, Demon Dog 138, and when he's real messed up, he's Ghetto Dog 313.
Get a dog.
Get a dog 313.
Okay, so he crosses 8 Mile then.
That's
Okay.
that's
Oh,
when
yeah.
he gets. That's when he gets it. We leave him out back, and a few parts end up missing somehow.
40s end up showing up.
But we don't know how that.
That shit
happened.
happens. That shit
He
happens.
says he has no idea where he went, what happened. But
Where does he keep his catalytic converter at? You know, is it just,
yeah.
I'm
That's
just
what I'd
asking
like
for a
to
friend.
know.
I'm just asking for a friend. That's all.
Cocaine in attempts to keep warm during the winter.
Oh, okay. Cocaine.
Some neighborhoods around the North Pole.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
well,
he's very concerned with the reindeer.
you know what?
It's raining outside. Does the rain affect like his parts, or is he?
Absolutely, that's a
he's
good
always
explanation to why he's missing the lower half of his.
I'm
body.
always having to repair them or find parts in the junkyard for him.
He's pretty
Tear
much
apart video games.
I'm not dead.
Damn.
Damn. We didn't think he was dead.
We keep him going. We keep.
Oh.
It's a friendly rivalry. It's a love-hate relationship.
Prepare
I
to
have.
die.
Damn.
Okay. Well, listen.
Oh,
no,
it's that
no.
malfunctioning
See,
programming.
no,
Yeah,
that's,
we gonna have to-
see, that's that love-hate
give him a little
coming out.
I just saw.
That's that love-hate
Titty
coming
twister, and he'll be all right.
Okay. Shit, because I just seen Megan, okay? She gonna hit that little dance and shit, and then kill. Look, I just seen the shit. The shit was crazy. So look, how did the name Death Cat come into existence? What dimension did that shit come from?
Third dimension, Redford, Michigan. I thought about it started off originally, it was called Tom Noise, which sounded dumb. And then I thought about ridiculously purple cats.
That's even dumber.
And then and then I don't know, Death Cat stuck, and people were like, "You hate cats?" I'm like, "No, I am a cat. Doesn't mean death to cats. It's the cat of death, the immortal feline."
He hit that Mexican tongue. Immortal feline. Okay, you little vampire cat. That's dope. What would you classify your music under? Is it what genre would you classify y'all as?
Music for crazy people.
That's why that would explain a lot. That would explain why I loved everything I heard.
What does it sound like to you guys?
Sci-fi,
I'm always
sci-fi punk.
curious.
I don't know.
I didn't even know that
Rock
was
and
a
roll, some
genre.
sort of rock and roll.
What did it sound like to me?
Futuristic.
It sounded like some future funk.
Sounded like some cats in the alley screwing out a trash can.
It did sound like that. It did sound like some kitty fucking.
It was
did.
a solid amount of grooviness, like that. The bass.
It kind of, it was real funky to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like futuristic funk. You know,
What do you think like makes a good band name though? Because I feel like there's like a range of a bunch of wacky shit, and then I feel like the response is usually that's a dope ass name. So there's never usually like, oh, that's a stupid ass name. So like what?
Oh, there's some
No,
stupid.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I find
I feel like-
myself saying that.
okay, what's the
sometimes.
worst one you ever heard? I mean, not shitting on the band.
I'm
or
not
nothing,
a
they could be
fan of
great,
like big long sentence band names, you know,
like such as.
falling in reverse or yesterday was Sunday
That
or tomorrow we're dying or I'm just making these up.
Those
But
are
if you
like
just
that.
combine
those
two
style
Those are
words,
like the
bands, yeah.
emo bands
Yeah,
from like
okay.
20 years
Yeah.
ago. or something.
Sometimes the bands are good, but it's like, God, that's a god awful name.
but just like a combination of two words, could that be bad? I feel like for the most part, like
No, for the most part, that's your either one word or two words.
Yeah.
That's your sweet spot right
Yeah.
there when it comes to band names.
The only
I
thing that
think.
bugs me is like when there's like a small band and it's like they pick a name. I'm trying to think of like an example, which I won't be able to do, but when they clearly have a name that you know that there's like 10 other groups out there that have the same.
Yeah, it's like we've got the internet now. You can look that
We're the
up
big
and see.
dogs.
Now I can understand if somebody had the name
The
like
one and
40 years ago in the
Yeah.
60s and now they're now defunct. Okay, you can go ahead and use that name again. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
But if there's 12 current bands using that name,
Yeah.
come
And,
on.
and there has
man.
been a few that there's been like one or two that came up that tried to do Death Cat after us, but they,
What?
they fizzled out and died, of course.
I hit
Yeah.
him with the phasers.
Hey, how the fuck they gonna take your
We
name?
had to disintegrate
Beat
him.
the shit out
They
of
didn't have the full 9 lives. They just-
shit. I call Peter on shit. Peter be mad at me because I killed their asses.
Damn.
So yeah, for real. So shit. Speaking of that, do y'all believe that space cats have equal rights?
Of course.
Of course,
Everybody got
they have greater
yeah,
rights.
the feline kind, the master species of the galaxy. The felines shall inherit the earth. No, it's all equal. But no, some cats are trying to world dominate, like the Criswellian cats. They came to Earth. They tried to take over when we were making Planet 9.
that
this movie.
motherfucker's not real. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
Are y'all actually like all cat people? Like, do y'all have cats or dogs? Like
I have 13 of them.
13 cats.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
more.
seriously.
Yes, seriously. I take care of strays and they show up when they show up. The latest addition is Krusty. He showed up a few months ago on the back porch igloo, all messed up and goopy eyed, and we got him cleaned up. His hair came back. He's feeling good. His nose is cleaned up. He's breathing good. He's eating good.
Damn.
But that's
Shout out
what's
to
He
him.
joined the pack.
Is that like a recommendation? Like he's like, we need a bassist, and then he's like, wait, how many cats do you have? And
No,
then
no,
you're like,
no. The main question for joining this band is how are you fit for glue? You got some felt. How are you doing on tinfoil? Those are the requirements.
How does your body react to it?
So all right. All right. We were talking about a mosh pit earlier. What is the craziest thing that's ever happened at a show?
Oh shit!
That's what I like
Oh,
to hear.
man,
That's what I like to
okay.
hear. That's how a good story starts. A big oh shit.
The one you were thinking of when you said, "Oh shit," don't continue.
Well, okay, so this probably wasn't the craziest one. It was just a weird experience. This was like 2019. I'm sorry, rest of y'all in the band. 'Cause he was there.
Shots fired.
But so we toured through Canada and we were going through Toronto, and we played this place called the Bovine Sex Club, and there was like nobody there hardly. I mean, there was like maybe
Bovine
15
Sex
people.
Club.
These two Russian girls who were strippers came in, gorgeous, beautiful nails and everything else, and they thought it was like an actual sex club.
So it's not.
No,
Oh,
no, it was
Oh.
like a bar, and
Oh.
they were really drunk and kept asking me if I had cocaine, which I did not. But they
Sure.
incorporated the one girl into a
Sure
sing
you
along, so she sang along with me in songs like I'd say the line, she repeated. That was one wacky one. That's not the weirdest one. I don't know what's like a weird one we've all done since.
I think that recently you're not supposed to do like in restaurants that serve food, you're not supposed to do fog machines and whatnot. And I was a little upset with the sound and whatnot. So sometimes I do a smoking bass routine, and I decided to do it. And like the whole staff just started running into the main room. Going, what's going on? What's on fire? And they all ran out from the back of the kitchen. But the smoke bombs are pretty fast, and then there was a big fan blowing right at us, so it just like dissipated really fast. By the time they had a chance to realize what was going on, it was done.
Do they make like flavored fogs? Like you get a nice mint or
say
something
flavored?
that complements
I
it?
don't know. I don't know.
It's flavored like
it's
sulfur.
smoky
Can
for
we
the.
buy that?
You
Smoky
know how they
flavor.
smoke the whiskey sometimes or
Yeah.
whatnot? Yeah. I don't know.
This needs something.
Yeah, this needs
What is that?
Sulfur.
sulfur. It's a
Perfect.
smoke bomb. Yeah.
So,
Reminds me of 2 other shows.
how'd you come up with your look?
This is how I dress.
I mean,
This is pre-death.
that's really dope because you have like a Thor cape, and I was wondering where can you get? I mean, like I kind of want one too.
Where did I get this? I think I got this at a thrift store, probably, or like a attic in my grandma's house, and I sewed it together.
Yeah, we make a lot of this.
This I was trying to recreate. I used to have these other shirts I used to make when I was tripping on acid, and I was trying to recreate it sober.
Tripping on acid.
These pants, honestly, I saw this band Max Sabbath, and their guitarist had these pants, and I was just like, I need fucking striped bell bottoms. So I went online and got them from England. This, my old roommate Tracy gave it to me. It had sleeves that I didn't fit into, so I cut the sleeves off. And this came in like a bag of goodies that a giant carrot gave me.
You know, and I believe every word of that. I'm loving the shoes.
These okay. So these, I used to live in LA in Van Nuys for a while, and somebody got evicted, so I jumped in the dumpster. And I found a pair of Air Force Ones in the box, hardly used. And, so I did what any cat would do. I spray painted them purple and threw glitter on them.
As you should.
And now I can wear them to the moon.
Do you go to anybody and say like, does this look good or something like that? Because I feel like everything that you have on is like not conventionally quote unquote normal. So like, do you go to people and be like, how does this sash look with it? Because like, nothing is normal. So then like,
I go to the mirror in the hall and I go, yeah, that looks good.
Yeah. So you don't have any people that you kind of check.
It all goes together to me.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what people
we had an entourage, but 2019 hit. We had to fire everybody. We had consultants. The whole big thing.
They were stealing buttons and Velcro.
They were
selling them on the black.
They were
market.
selling about.
Shit,
I feel like it was him low key.
I would buy some Velcro.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't put it past that tin can.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a word from him, huh?
Because he was gonna kill.
I feel like he keeps shifting a little bit every time I look away and look back at him.
He probably is moving a little bit. The shit.
Yeah, what you got to?
That should make.
What you got to say for yourself, demon dog?
Demon dog.
Spoons. Now sending payment back to your PayTrail account.
Okay.
You are out of season, bitch.
Damn.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's
that's why we fired him as the
Yeah,
fashion
he feel a
consultant.
little
He thinks
spicy.
everything's out of season.
And as the fog guy, because he was definitely putting hella fog, trying to season dishes and shit.
There's other 2 shows that popped up. So I used to play acoustically for some reason. It used to be more thrashy of a band, and sometimes I do acoustic shows, and I'd go over the Plymouth Coffee Bean where they told me I was not allowed to perform there anymore. And then I did it again. And the guy came in all pissed off. He's like, you're literally scaring customers out of line, out of the store. And I got all like, emotionally hurt because I'm, pouring out my soul. And then I like knocked over a bunch of coffee creamer and stuff and said, fuck you. And he's like, I'm calling the cops. And then I started speeding away like, fuck this. And then I got pulled over and showed him my fake insurance. And that was many years ago.
That is such a TV episode.
And then, sorry, I already forgot the other one. Oh, it was another food-based one. Another spot in LA, the Redwood Bar. We got banned from there because, we're cats, so we play with yarn. And I threw some yarn, and it landed in this old guy's spaghetti. And it was really loud, because we were playing.
He kept eating. He didn't notice.
He kept eating it.
He didn't know.
His granddaughter, she's saying something to me. And I didn't know what she was saying. So my initial response is, I don't care. But she was saying he's sick. And then they said that I was a liability because people could have tripped over the yarn and got hurt. And then he moved to the back. And then I talked to him after and we were cool. But the owner said Death Cat was banned there. So we only played there 3 more times under other people booking, which we got a real bad review written up once because
the yarn can
we
get
had 3
dangerous.
drummers.
We've had to get caught in a fan. He threw it one time and he got caught in a fan. So it's like spinning around this fan. It's like going through the audience, like winding all around them until some big dude just grabbed it and snapped the line. It was,
what was that? The heck?
That New Dodge Lounge. Remember that? That was
wow.
Yeah.
So
that was all right.
So
Cats these days.
You guys have a Christmas album, I'm hearing.
This is true.
So okay. what? See, I haven't heard it, but you have a Christmas album. Is it traditional Christmas songs? You redo Mariah
Well,
Carey.
I love that
What
Mariah
do you
Carey
do?
song.
Like-
Everybody's hating on that
Well.
Mariah Carey song. I see all the memes now. I love that song. personally,
Traditional
but I cannot sing like that.
to us, maybe.
But it's
Mm.
it's so some of it's originals, like completely original. Other ones, it's like it's funny because I'm not a big Weird Al fan, but a lot of them are like, instead of grandma got ran over by a reindeer, it's grandma got murdered by a reindeer.
Mm.
Oh, just
about
take it
how-
up a notch. Okay.
Yeah, like she got hit.
Mm.
Basically, corporate claws got reindeers hooked on
Corporate claws.
methamphetamine and
Ah.
was paying them to whack grandma because she
Ah.
wouldn't sell her sweaters to the corporation because
Ah.
she didn't want child labor exploitation and all
Whoa.
that. And then we got
Elf rights.
yeah.
Mm.
We
Oh.
got Chinese children, elf slaves is another one. About
Mm.
Chinese
factory
children,
working.
elf slaves.
And then we got Snowman Mafia, which we played at Smalls last year.
Gang,
Yeah,
gang.
when the band was in transition, there was only the two of us, and we had a gig coming up. So we're like, what? We're looking at each other.
Oh, so you had a KC.
Yeah,
and
we're
JoJo
looking at
phase.
each other like, what
Yeah.
the frick are we gonna
Very
do here? And we're like, why don't we? It's close enough to Christmas, why don't we? So we worked. It came out pretty good. We turned out pretty good. We had fun. Oshka showed up. He came
Oh,
out and
yeah.
did a little song for
Family
us.
friend. He produces a lot of our videos. He's an
Mm.
extraterrestrial.
Huh.
Instead of
He's
dashing
a
through the snow, we did crashing
sentient
through
tree.
the blow.
Crashing, crashing through the blow. Oh man, you know what?
Slave right
I've
to death,
had- you know,
slave to death.
man,
elf
I can
robots,
crash
oh
through a lot of
no.
blow. Yeah.
Yeah, those were the.
How many of you guys are like
I'm not into drugs unless it's acid or shrooms or weed, but
facts?
those are the
Fair
good
enough.
ones,
Yeah.
I'm not a
Yeah.
big fan of, the
How m-
shit they be killing people.
Crack is whack.
How
Crack
many-
is whack.
How many of you guys are like writers or come up with the concept? Because I feel like what you just said about the Chinese people working in sweatshops and stuff seems like a lot different than some of the other stuff. So, are you guys all coming up with concepts for songs, or all writers, or?
We could pretend like we are.
For the most part, he's a lot of the stuff has been cooking up in his head for a long time, and we're just helping him pull it out. So, I mean, we do have creative input, so to say. Like he brings us the idea, and it's just sometimes it's almost all there. Sometimes it's just a little blurby mess of an idea, and then we sit around and hash it out and figure out what to do, and then
it becomes cool.
Okay.
Starts off like, then they're like, boom, boom, chicka, boom,
yeah.
meow,
Sometimes it's like the whole song. He has
That
it
was
all
about to be
written
hot.
out, and then sometimes it's like, I don't know what to do. Here's the idea.
Yeah, because that Christmas one had some pretty serious concepts in there. and
That was
shit kinda-
older. That was before this incarnation of the band. That was
Okay.
Before
How many incarnations of the band has there been?
Shit.
42, 87, 9.
It started in 2008. So it was a 2-piece. That was stage one. There was like 2 stages, and then I moved to Chicago. Then there was like 1.5 stages. Then I moved back to Michigan. Didn't really do much. Moved to LA. Then there was like 1, 2, 3 stages. Then back here, there's been 2. So about 7 or 8.
Are you worried about what may happen if you get to your 9th incarnation?
Nah, because we
That's-
already faced that death.
That's
so
it. We've
that's the
been working on
immortality aspect.
we at Titan Laboratories have been working on that for some time. We think we've got it cracked.
Mm.
Plus, it'd be nice to go revisit all the old shit and make it sound better because the first 3 albums are just sloppy
Mm.
or poorly
Poorly
retorted.
recorded,
Mm.
old recording equipment.
They're mentally retorted.
So when you look at old stuff, are you more so like it's cringy to hear this, or are you more so like look how far I've came, like from where it was to where I am now?
A little bit of both. Like the first album, like it was me and a drummer, and she would like bail out during recording and shows, and then I tried to do drum machines on the keyboard that you've seen him playing Bubbles. And I didn't know, I was so bad at timing and shit.
Mm.
And then I pressed 1,000 copies of that CD, and it's the worst fucking album, and I still got some of them. So yeah, it's kind of cringy, but a lot of people still love it. Like it's got good songs. They're just sloppy.
Yeah, the ideas are there. Sometimes the idea is enough to sell it.
Progressive wise,
if it's not quite perfectly performed yet.
what I look at progressive wise is more like the vibration I'm at. Like it started off very negative, very like, pain and hate and like fuck the world, destroy everything. People are poison, fuck humanity, and now it's we're trying to like
It's a little more fun.
vibe with people that they're fucked up, but like no, it's all right. Don't kill yourself, don't
drugs,
kill
better
other
drugs.
people. Like let's just like have a good time, embrace, find that inner light inside you, and fucking get through this fucking mad world. And
Life is beautiful.
love and madness and
I'm okay. You're
kitty
okay.
cats.
Yeah. Have you ever performed on any of those psychedelics that you spoke of?
Uh,
High doses specifically?
I did like a phase early on when I was still kind of negative.
Mm.
I called them the War Against the Living sessions.
Mm.
Oh wow.
And it's actually one of my favorite albums. It's really weird. It's on Bandcamp. But I did like 3 sessions. Some of them were just me doing stuff, and then it was me and 2 or 3 other guys. And we just one time it was supposed to be a show, but I had a bandmate who was a compulsive liar, and we're supposed to do it at his house, and his parents didn't go out of town. So we went to my other friend's house, and we're just like his whole room looked like outer space. He had all these stars and stuff, and he's playing. He had like a fucking, I don't know what it was, an Xbox controller hooked up to his computer, so he's getting all this. We're just, that was some of the best times of my life, to be honest. And then we drive around like Looney Tunes and do
not me.
simple crimes.
I've never even
Spray
been
paint.
drunk up on stage.
So okay, it says here that you guys created a festival.
Oh,
Can you
which
tell?
one?
Which one? Okay,
No,
so
the
you
Film
create-
Fest.
Film
right?
Fest, yeah.
Okay, so a film fest. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, Planet 9 Film Fest. So this is going to be the 7th year. We do it in Hamtramck and Ant Hall here, and then we also do one out in LA. We got submissions open. There is a little fee, but it's because we got to sit there and watch all of them. So we're looking for anything creative, weird, bizarre. We're really into like horror and sci-fi, but usually the night constitutes. We show like a block of films. We have Count Cat or somebody host it. We got like 3 wacky judges giving feedback. We got vendors, so if anyone's looking to vend, selling art or music or whatever, we do that. And then we have like music, like usually 2 to 3 bands or rappers or performers, like usually at the end, but I'm going to start interjecting them in between. And then there's food there. And yeah, it's pretty cool.
To
Ant
build a
Hall is
monster.
great.
To build a monster.
Oh yeah, then we start
Activities.
doing
There's fun activities
To
for
build
the
a
family.
monster,
Yeah, you build a monster.
like build a bear, but build a monster.
To build a monster.
sort of, it's
yeah.
like a collaborative thing. Like we
Collaborative
got
thing.
art supplies.
You can build. You
people
can. You can design an arm and slap it
Yeah.
on there. Or
Yeah, everyone makes like a limb or a piece, and then we
a
kind of
piece
tape
or
it
an extra
together and
eyeball,
show it
3
off,
foreheads,
like, this is what we
whatever.
got.
Whatever you feel like.
shit,
You
we gotta
go
go
wild.
there.
You go wild.
That
Yes.
sounds like the most fun I've never had yet.
Oh yeah, well come
That-
on out, yeah.
And
I
the
would-
films are fun too. A lot of times, some of them are
Shit,
cheesy.
y'all
I mean,
wanna be a
the
judge?
worst
Look
that
for
happens is
judges.
it's cheesy fun, and then some
Oh,
of them
shit,
are
that's
just
the best kind
some
of
of them
fun.
are just gut busting, the laughing my ass off on some of them.
January 13th, yeah, that's gonna be the next one. Out
Okay.
here.
What?
We gotta go.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go as a squad. We're
Do
gonna
we
go.
have?
Come do. We'll figure
Do
out
we have
a
a
way to set
lineup
up. You
yet?
guys could fucking broadcast there.
Do we
Hang
have
out,
a-
do a
Done deal.
broadcast.
Done deal.
Bullshit.
That's
Yeah.
Do we
done.
have? I used to do that with a podcast I did. That's a lot of fun.
That is done. That is done.
Hell yeah.
Back to the music real quick. Who are your? I can't imagine that you have anybody that influence you, but
Dog, what does that mean?
I'm just saying because I've never heard nothing like it. I've never heard nothing like it. I've never seen a collective like it. Listen, they got a big man spider, they got a mad scientist, they got a killer fucking clown. You know what I'm saying? And then they got the goddamn Joker back here on fucking lead. This shit, I've never seen nothing like it before. I mean, so who is you like? May I ask, have you been influenced by anyone or
Human or other?
Garbage disposals, TV static.
I was
you
figuring
know.
other was probably the
we bring
mean-
it. Well, we could bring a pretty good collective of different influences.
Oh, yeah.
To the table here.
If you're
That's-
talking about stage show, I would say we would all like to be Parliament.
Yeah,
That's
there you
what's
go.
up.
Yeah, George Clinton's
That's
a
right.
big,
That's what's
big,
up.
big
Okay.
influence.
That's
with
right.
The higher vibrational stuff, the fun aspect,
higher
stage
vibrational
stuff.
stuff? Okay.
Early on, I'm really into punk rock stuff like Black Flag, Dead Kennedys, even like Violent Femmes. In the beginning, ZZ
I'm gonna
Top.
nod, but I don't know which one. Okay, I know ZZ Top.
Yeah, I know
okay.
they are. The
Okay,
beards,
I
the
know
beards,
them.
the man
I
with
know
the
them.
beards, yeah.
I know. All right. Yep, the dudes with the beards.
Ramones.
Yeah. Okay, I know them too. Okay.
And of course, bands like Alice Cooper and Kiss and all them theatrical bands, Pink Floyd with all those giant, big, insane shows with all the
Okay.
big stage setups and whatnot. Guar.
Even jazz stuff, like or like big band stuff, like Cab Calloway, Duke Ellington.
yeah.
Not that I'm a musician
Who
of
don't like them?
that
Yeah.
caliber, but that's we've done some jazzy stuff in the past. Or
We're working on a
version
new
of it.
one that's kind of jazzy. Yeah, it's got.
Yeah.
We borrow it from
They're
any.
always the
There's
hardest
no hold
ones to
bar.
do. I'm like, I'm not gonna play guitar, so then it takes us like 5
Well,
weeks.
listen, guys. You guys are great, and I didn't want to say this, but you guys are missing something. Miss one thing. a clarinet. I play a millionaire
Yeah.
clarinet. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Listen, I was first chair back in 1989. Okay, I was good. I can play clarinet for y'all.
I know my way around a triangle. I'm just saying.
Hey, we can
Man,
throw it in the album.
I'm a hell of a
Maybe
clapper, and
a
I can snap.
triangulist. A
I
triangulist.
snap real good on the ones
And the ones
and the
twos,
threes.
baby.
He said, I can't get the twos.
I can't get twos. I'm
So-
old now. It's just ones and threes. I can do that. No, but y'all got some more questions? Anybody, Mel? You got questions, or you just got the ones for me?
I got those, but when's their next show?
When's your next show?
The 19th, August 19th, we got two shows. We got a benefit show at, I think, 12 o'clock. We perform at Ghostlight in Hamtramck.
12 noon in the afternoon.
Yeah, which is part of Ant Hall. And then we play Smalls probably around 9 or 10 o'clock in Hamtramck as well.
Dope. Okay, I got a question. What's the music circuit like in Metro Detroit now? Like, what's like your circuit? Like, is it more? I know it's not like you guys, but is it more of you guys? And it's like a Tuesday, Wednesday thing, or is it like a Sunday? Is it like a lot of opportunity to perform, or
the opportunity seems like it's very. So I went to shows. I grew up mostly in Redford, and it's very. I went away for like 10 years and then came back. So it's changed a lot in that time for better and worse. I think like there used to be, I feel like more, there was a lot of unique, demented, original, really innovative sounding groups back in the day. And now that the city has like changed tremendously, there's a lot of music where I'm just like, I don't know. It doesn't have that oomph or that, it doesn't
Je ne
have
sais quoi.
there's not, I mean, there's a lot of great bands out there.
they
Like
didn't
Cult of
gentrify
Space
the music
Skulls.
too?
Well, there's just
music that
there's
got
a lot of
gentrified.
people that ain't from here originally.
They didn't gentrify the funk. They done fucked up.
Now there's good stuff. There's a lot of good bands still.
Yeah, and everybody does a little different. Like we have our method and where we want to play, where we're willing to play, what type of shows we will do, what days we'll do a show and whatnot. And every band has their own criteria that they go by. Some won't play this bar, some won't play that bar.
Yeah, they try to keep it like community based, which is good. Like,
and there's little cliques and all that, but there's plenty of opportunity for any up and coming band to, if you want to play on it every night of the week. There's some place that'll host you.
How objective can you be in judging the umph though? Like what criteria is no umph? It's like I'll know when I see it.
I guess that's the thing. It's like, it's like as long as you're doing shit authentically,
Yeah.
it's good.
Okay.
Even if you're not, it can still sound good, I guess, too. Even I could say the same, maybe I'm just old now.
Yeah.
But I don't know, for me it's like, I like intense music. I like stuff where it's like high energy, or it's really got like that soul, that anguish. It's it makes you want to fucking move.
Yeah.
And like even like a lot of like mainstream, I mean, music's so different now with the way
I don't
listen to albums. It's very
I don't touch the
a
radio.
lot of just like really weak,
Mainstream
just
stuff.
like blah blah. I guess I'm making some music here.
I go to a
Yeah,
lot of
this sounds
shows,
cool.
and I do a YouTube channel with a lot of the shows. I record a lot of shows, so I get to see a whole lot of bands. I work the door for a promoter sometimes, so I get to see a lot of bands. And for me, it's like a lot of bands are good. Like I can give them credit for being good, but it's like there's a dime a dozen. There's 50 of you doing it.
They have no soul. No soul.
They're just going through the motions, or they're just painting by numbers, and then there's some bands that come and they're just, there's like music coursing through their veins. You can tell every member of that band is just juiced with music and have oozing with talent. And then when the group of them come together, it's just magic in the room.
And those be the ones that always fucking break up because it's so good.
Yeah, they go fast. Yeah, they
always
sometimes they
fucking
go
break up.
fast. Yeah, a lot I've seen, and that's one thing I'm kind of glad about doing the recording and whatnot. I capture a lot of bands their first and ever shows, and then it's a lot of fun.
Trying to make people who they are.
Yeah, but they know who they know. It's when when a band's just like they don't care if you like it. They're going to play it.
Right.
They're going to play it, and if you happen to like it, cool. And chances are most of the time you do like it because it's fire. It's usually fire.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
So I was just gonna say I'm not a big fan of like I mean, you should always play what speaks to you, of course, but I'm not a big fan of like, especially in LA, there's a lot of like rehashing of like people just wanting to relive like the 70s or the 80s, and it's like they ain't doing nothing. They're not doing anything new or fresh. They're just doing shit it's like regurgitating. And then out here, like especially back in the day, there was some bands and artists that really I thought were great, like the Terrible Twos or Human Eye or Coffin Cats or Cision.
Coffin Cats are still around.
Yeah, there are a lot of those are some of those are still around, and yeah, Coffin Cats are fucking killing it, man. They are a success story of underground.
But when you judge somebody doing that, do you look at it like they're finding their sound, or do you just kind of write them off like, no, they're doing the 70s thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes it's still good and fun. I mean, you do what you do.
Yeah, there's nothing. I guess I shouldn't be knocking. I'm trying not to be so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes it's for me. It's
That was Gen 1. Death
Yeah,
Cat.
for me, it's not necessarily whether or not I like it or not. It's whether, like I hardly ever see something that's where I go, oh my God, that's absolutely horrible.
Mm.
You know, have you ever seen Lizzo perform?
Not live.
Not live.
Not live.
Have you ever?
You have?
Have
Oh shit, she thought even she talks.
Did she bring up? Yeah, she talks. She's not mute.
He's the younger generation.
She's not mute. No.
Oh, no.
Have you heard about a controversy?
I heard something was up, but I didn't know what was going on.
It's probably a little bit of
Didn't she fire somebody for like something to do with weight or something?
Her dancers were alleging that they were not being treated well.
Okay,
weight issues. He was ripping on for weight and different
Yeah.
things, but
Prince used to.
that might be a little bit of
she's no prince. Okay, she's no prince. Okay, she can play a flute.
No
Right.
way.
She can play a flute and all, but you know,
she's good. But
unless
hold
you-
on now.
Yeah, like whoa.
I was just gonna say, it just reminded me of like because I used to hear like Prince used to like he'd take pay cuts out of his performers if they gain weight, but it was because they had to restitch the costumes and whatnot. Yeah, like you said, I mean nobody's fucking Prince.
I mean, that you kind of could justify that.
But
though.
yeah, and it might be a little bit of once you reach a certain level, you change a little bit, maybe cop an attitude or
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
And
I'd
you
be
can only hide for so long. I mean, the king of hiding is Bill Cosby. He hid for the longest time about his monster behavior was going on the whole time, and just nobody talked about it. So you can only hide who you are and pretend like you're a good guy and this super sweet person for so long because the truth is going to come out eventually. That's why I don't bother.
know what?
I never heard of him referred to as the king of hiding, but that
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
He was the entire time he was the father of America. He
Yeah.
was a nasty perverted.
Yeah,
he was
facts.
He was dirty old man like everybody else was dirty old man.
Yeah.
the king of secrets,
Now
the emperor of secrets.
It comes all out now. It comes out now.
sounds like a
But
Netflix
you can
special.
you can only hide for so long. It's going to
Yeah.
come out,
Surviving Cosby, the king of secrets.
right?
You can hide, but you can't run.
That's
Right.
a
Oh.
documentary for sure on the matter.
Man,
But she might have a little power trip going on with being big and breaking so fast and growing so fast.
Have you guys ever like performed at like multi-genre, like where there's a rapper or a poet, and then you
Oh,
guys?
yeah.
The antisocial mixer was really,
Antisocial
oh my
and
God, that was
LA,
a
multiple
blast.
cities too. I used to try and put together eclectic shows where it'd be, hip hop, rock, folk, like different stuff. Sometimes people are nowadays, especially people are more open to like, different genres. People got their horizons expanded. Back in the day, it was almost like mixing oil and water. It's like people
Yeah.
show up, watch who they want to see, then
Yeah.
they fucking leave, come
Facts.
back in, and it's like, come on, just
Yeah, and the Hamtramck Music Festival, we do that, and they have a really good mix of genres going on. And the antisocial, that was a good one. That was a real good one.
Shout out to Gonzo.
Shout out to Gonzo. Yeah,
Shout out to
Imagine
Gonzo.
one.
Imagine one.
Buy some of his music. He just wrecked his car. Or somebody wrecked it for him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fundraiser.
Damn.
on
Buy all of his music.
Yeah, for real. Shit. Speaking of buying music, you guys fans of Beyonce?
I'm down with her
asking.
being. She's got great voice.
I'm not big
I
on
like some of
big
Destiny's
overproduced.
Child.
If it takes 9 writers
I like
and
that she's
14
vegan.
producers to do your
Okay,
song,
fair
then
enough.
something's wrong.
Solange.
I like put a
If
ring
my
on it
vocal
though.
line was Jay-Z, I would be very happy for her.
A better
minute.
voice.
It's more like from
Or
her. Beyonce
hour.
is
Well.
doing a big show for the masses.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what she's also doing for the masses? For her Renaissance tour, that is selling out. Tickets are going for, say $300, $500 plus, say $1,000 in some cases. But listen, you can get a budget $157 listening only ticket.
What?
What? What is
Listening only. This is new now.
You got to close your eyes.
Listening only ticket.
No, this
It
is
Don't open your
It
eyes.
gets piped into a special channel or something.
No, I'm about to tell. I'm
How
about
the
to
hell
tell
does this work?
Listen,
You're
this is-
blind.
this-
Every concert is listening.
They poke your
only.
eyes out
Yeah,
when you
facts,
get
facts,
there.
This is a first of
Just for blind
this
people
is the
only.
first of its kind.
Yeah.
I guess she's selling tickets for $157 for a seat behind the stage with no view of the show.
Oh,
Okay,
She needs more money.
I believe that may have been done
What's
before.
up, Emily?
Really?
Yes, I have vague memories of various huge bands that will open up the behind the stage seat, but they were discounted. Well, I guess that is
Yeah.
a discounted ticket, huh?
Who would you
But
do that
back
for?
then, I think like big.
No
Like,
one. There's bands
Yeah,
I
I
really
wouldn't do
like
it.
coming to town. I'm like, I ain't paying.
I
fucking
wouldn't do that for
$80.
anybody. No, I don't like a
Michael
lot of
Jackson.
The bigger bands.
For
yeah.
Michael Jackson?
You wouldn't go behind.
For Michael, you know what? No, I'm not.
You
gonna
know
lie.
what? I would probably buy the ticket and get in there, and then try and sneak in behind stage.
I'm gonna just go to the.
or go old school and jump down on main stage like we
I'd do
did
it
back
for-
in the day.
There's
Yeah.
two people. One's dead and one's not so dead.
One's
but
about
his
to die.
career is.
Damn.
No, for real.
one of the
No,
cats. One of the
no.
cats is
I
alive.
would do
One
it for
cat's
Michael
dead.
Jackson, and I would do it for Kanye. That's what I
Mm.
would. You know what I'm saying? If Kanye was doing his hits, you know what I'm saying? If he was doing flashing lights and all that shit, if I could see a flashing light kind of flash and hit the speaker, and then so I can see that, I would feel like I'm there. You know what I mean?
Close
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah,
But I feel like his tickets were affordable even when he was like he's not selling.
I
Beyonce
mean, they
prices
were. I'm
for
just
real.
saying if. You know what I mean?
I guess if it's like bands that, or people who aren't alive or around anymore, I would pay that much for like the Ramones or yeah.
Would
that's
you
probably
pay
about it.
for an AI album of like one of your
No.
dead?
I hate that
No.
stuff.
You hate it? Really?
Yeah, I
It's
hate
not
that
the
stuff.
artist. Where's the soul at? Where's
And
the,
it's all generic.
it's a
It's so it
computer.
looks so generic, and it all looks so
Demo
the
Dog
same.
1138
Everything
could
sounds
do
the same. It
that
looks
shit.
the same. It's
But
all.
what if like you didn't seek it out and you heard it and you thought it was really good, but then afterwards you found out it was AI? Would you never listen
I'd
to it
be
again?
disappointed. I'd probably stop listening. to
But what if you loved it and you was like,
I'd
damn,
still
I never
be
heard
di-
this song before?
I've been there. I'd still
I
be
just plug
disappointed.
into the matrix.
For respect
and
to them,
let it
for
go.
respect for the artist, you wouldn't.
Yeah, especially with the artists that they're using their likenesses and their voices without any permission or without any
It is.
pay.
I mean, I
If
don't
you're
know.
cutting an album and
But-
you're boosting your channel and you're making money off your channel, but you just hijacked my voice.
Yeah,
AI
you know.
Drake.
It's
is
like-
dope.
it's
I
like-
AI Drake. Like AI Drake is better than regular Drake.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Like,
I believe
that might be
that.
possible sometimes. I
Like
guess.
I've been listening to AI Drake on fucking YouTube. Go down the AI Drake rabbit hole. This shit is hot. I can't
Facts.
wait in my heart on my sleeve, and that shit is dope as shit. I don't know.
It's kind of like when those celebrities' nudes was getting leaked. Like it got leaked in an ill way, but then like, is it wrong to use it? You know what I'm saying?
once it's out
Like
there,
I'm not the
I
one
don't
that's
know.
putting it out, but is it wrong for me to look at it?
I feel like
It's
that's
a
sometimes
gray area.
I mean, is it wrong to use heroin? It's already out there.
I think that's a slightly
Those
Those are
different.
vastly different effects.
I think that's slightly different.
I mean, yes, no.
Because what's the
sometimes.
version of heroin that's just the band? Like
Well,
they're not.
yeah,
listening
I'm
to
not
Drake
gonna
is
say,
much
but like, is
worse
it
for your
harmful?
health.
I'm just saying, I think it's kind of harmful to artists that if they find a way to make it not harm the artist, then I'm okay with it.
What if
Like
they was
sampling, they in the early days, artists were pissed off. I was there for the early days of sampling. They came up, people were just sampling and grabbing stuff left and right. And then they found a happy medium where the artists were getting paid, the original artists were getting paid, and a lot of people like Parliament, George Clinton, he got smart. He just released an entire album of all the best
Yeah.
samples. You know, he's like, here, you buy the album, then you can use these samples all you want. And he sold those albums like hotcakes. So they found like a happy medium. So maybe once AI reaches that medium where everybody like gets a little better.
So okay, so let's just say it was a situation where the Jimi Hendrix estate was like, hey, fucking love you guys. Can we get AI Jimmy to do a song with you guys? You know what I'm saying? Would you do it?
But
Probably
families
not.
be exploiting their guy anyways.
Yeah, probably.
so.
Yeah, their families already exploited.
Families.
The whole hologram thing.
The whole
You gotta
hologram?
bring the hologram. You got a hologram of Michael Jackson. You got a hologram of these dead celebrities. I mean, like, do we want to see Jim Morrison hologram? And
Yes.
which one do you get? You get fat Jim Morrison? or
Yes.
do you get skinny
Both.
Jim
Yes, we get
Both.
them both.
When he was fat,
They
when-
do
We get them
when the
both.
song changes.
Yes, we get them
Yeah.
both on. We get them both on the same fucking song.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? And then we fucking throw in Fat Elvis and Skinny Elvis
And Fat Albert,
and
And
dude,
Fat
if
Elvis.
we can get
Fat
a
Joe,
song,
all the fat.
if we can get a song,
Lizzo.
Hear me out. if we could get a song with all different versions of Michael Jackson, if we could get Baby Mike,
Baby
and
Mike,
then Black Mike,
Dark
and
Mike,
then
Light Mike,
Afro Mike, man,
Pedophile Mike.
pedophile Mike. Listen,
Oh
with
man,
dude, listen, pedophile Mike was the military
a
jacket Mike.
whole
You know
whole
what I'm saying?
orchestra of different Michael
That
Jackson
was what I'm
eras.
saying. They don't really care about us.
That'd be kind of
That'd be dope.
awesome.
I was gonna say you get Corey in
Oh
there.
shit! Wait a
Get
minute.
Corey in there. He could be the
Wait a
white
minute.
Mike.
Michael
Listen.
Jackson passed his seat on to Corey, and
Literally and
Wait a
figuratively.
minute. Wait a minute.
I hope
believe
that's
that.
not true.
No, yes it
He
is.
said
I was
literally
really-
and
Yes, it is.
figuratively.
I was
Yes,
really
it
into
is.
Michael Jackson as a kid.
I thought Corey Feldman was so cool when I was a kid when he was doing his
Yeah,
little
me-
Michael Jackson.
me-
He was.
I was like, oh my god, he's the coolest guy ever, and he's still doing it.
Yeah.
Now,
Why-
now it's
he's
not
just
so
playing
cool
here, not
anymore,
there.
is it?
No.
It's not so cool anymore.
Nah, it's just not
I'm
cool.
right with you, man. I'm
Uh,
right with you.
I was
man.
so inspired by Michael Jackson as a
I
kid,
still
but I
love
did not
Corey,
know
though.
when I was
I'm
like
still a fan.
9. I didn't realize. I remember when it dawned on me. I didn't know that little Michael Jackson from Jackson 5 was the same as like the
Mm.
white Michael Jackson.
Mm.
And my dad said something. We're at my grandma's. I'm like, wait a minute, that's the same guy.
That's
Mhm.
hilarious.
Like my mind was blown.
Wait, no, that's funny because damn it. I guess black people always knew. You know what I'm saying? Like we always knew that was Mike because we could
I
see
mean,
his
I
eyes.
grew up in the 90s. I grew up in the 90s, so I
He
didn't
was a
know.
kid. Yeah, that's kind of funny
I
though.
didn't see any,
Is that the same guy? Yeah.
and when I was even littler, my mom said that he was on TV, and I go, "Look, the witch! I like the witch, mommy."
Mhm.
I didn't mean to sound like him there, but I guess that's how I thought when I was a little kid too. Look at the witch on TV. Isn't he cool?
You guys are ignorant.
Oh,
Yeah, they're the
I still
same
do.
guy.
I still do. I still do. They're the same guy. I don't know.
Damn.
He's like, you're fucking up.
Tension
man.
in the band.
There's like Michael. There's like, how dare you fuck up Michael Jackson? Damn. Okay, wait a minute.
Do you even know the difference between a cheetah and a lion? Come on, man. We need to know these things.
I'll have you know, I don't
Yeah.
know the difference.
What? I thought you had to know everything, cat.
Music videos too. Me and my sister.
Purina, good or bad for kittens?
What?
Or it's dog
Pur-
food. Is
no,
that dog
that's
food?
I eat
food.
it.
I
Okay.
think that.
No,
So-
Wait. No.
I eat it. Whiskers
No,
can
no,
too.
no. Didn't we have this fucking discussion on the
Cat
show?
food or
and
dog
you
food?
guys looked at me like I was crazy.
Probably.
Like, have you ever tried cat food?
No.
Y'all never? Never?
Dog food.
Yeah.
But dog food, have you ever tried it?
I mostly go human. Me personally.
Straight
I mostly.
cat when I was little. I'm like, I'm gonna try this shit. Make
Yeah.
sure it's good, so he's not getting some crappy food.
Mm.
I did. Okay. All right.
Did
Okay,
you
wait.
have a cat at the time? You
I
did.
did have a
Okay.
cat, and I opened it up, and I was like, "This kind of looks like the Salisbury steak that I eat."
Right.
You know what I
Mm.
mean? And it's some, and I was like, "It has gravy in it too."
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, I
I'm a
looked
sucker
on the
for
back.
gravy. So
It says meat product. Let me taste it. It do smell fine, but if you put some heat on it and a little bit of salt and pepper,
It's all right.
you know what I mean?
Now we're talking. Cool.
Yeah, you ate dog treats though.
No, the milk
Mm.
bones are safe.
Milk bones, those things are dry,
They-
man.
it's just dry. I-
You
I
need
wasn't
milk
doing
with
that.
them bones.
biscuit. You knew
That's
what
why
it
they call
was,
them milk
too,
a
bones.
dog treat.
I just
Mm.
eat human now.
Mm.
But you knew beforehand it was a dog treat. Did you like pat yourself on the head for did you reward yourself with it? Okay.
You know what I didn't know?
Good
I
job.
need sleep.
I
need
didn't know-
answers.
Did it?
Did you eat the whole thing? You ate the whole thing? Or just take
Mm.
it?
Damn.
Fucking
Damn.
Consumed the entire confetti.
You ate two of them.
It's good for you.
You know what? Your teeth got shined up afterwards, didn't they? Didn't it? It did.
Healthy.
Good girl.
For you listeners, what's your favorite brand of cat food?
Hey, before we get out of here, because we got like a few minutes left. Is there still coming in at 4? It might be. We know, but we got a few minutes left.
The next people are beefing with us. So
yeah,
they're
they're
gonna come in
forced.
hostile.
No, they're not. No, not really. We got 9 minutes.
Cancel
All right,
execution order.
What?
This is malfunctioning again.
Malfunction. No, it is what it is. So, you guys are now friends of the show. You guys are family. Anytime you have a show that you got coming up, do the show on Sundays. You guys can pop in. Because you know what? If you didn't know, I do bands now.
We're a band. We're a band broadcast.
When
now.
did that
We're a band.
start?
Like I do bands now. You know what? It started at 2:00.
Yeah,
You're in the band.
we're a band.
You
We
guys
are?
got to come on my show because I do bands now.
You should do your show.
That'd be great.
Facts.
That'd be great.
Man, how do we
We
get
do.
there?
So
Time travel. We
It
got to go
is.
back in time and do it.
it is. So what we do, family, you know what I'm saying? What we do, I'm on the I'm on the interweb a lot. And so I do this thing called interwebules where, quite briefly, I go over some things that I see on the internet and we kind of talk about them real quick. Did you hear?
Nope.
You didn't hear about it? Did you hear about the Chinese zoo that denied that their bear was it had to
Dude,
deny-
those bears look fake
What
as
happened?
hell.
Oh, you didn't hear? Okay, you
I
didn't-
seen them bears.
So
man.
you're saying that you're on the same internet I'm in? Okay, yeah. I
Sounds
guess
the
there's a
story.
China zoo that have to deny that their sun bear, was not just a person in a costume.
It literally looks like a dude in a costume.
It does.
Hey, I support that. Leave the
They're the
animals
funkiest
fucking
looking
alone.
bear I
Let
ever
them
saw.
live in the woods. Quit
That's
tearing
the
down their
funkiest looking
homes.
bear.
You know what? Wait a minute. You're living in the fucking future. I'm actually pro that too now. I was like, why fake the funk? You should put a real sun bear in there. But then I'm like, wait a minute. That's
You don't
kind of
wanna
cruel.
be in there.
You don't want to be in there. You want to be out there fucking other sun bears and doing sun bear things. But yeah, this shit, it's standing up. Like, look, it look like he's looking for like, hey,
Look at that! Look at that ass!
It
Look
got-
how forward his pelvis is. I feel like
and it got
bears
no ass.
bears
It-
can't
listen.
tuck their pelvis though.
It look like he's sagging.
Why he ain't got no ass?
He's sagging them pants.
I thought
He got
bears
a
had bigger
cell phone in
booties.
his hand.
I feel like bears like round their back, like his whole
Yeah,
pelvis
right.
is tucked
This
in.
bear
Like,
standing like
That-
a Arab dad
that
looking at
damn
the
thing
damn
looks
lottery
human as
tab at the gas
hell.
station, like-
Hello, Emily.
He's standing like a Hindu man. He's up there.
Professor, what we tell you
Yeah.
about gene splicing?
It may be a lab leak. I don't know.
No, but it's
I don't keep tabs on that stuff in the lab.
it's weird. I had to fucking Google it because I never thought that a bear would. I thought a bear would have a fatter ass than that for some whatever reason. I don't know why.
Yogi Bear.
I don't know why, but I thought a bear would have I don't know, like a donk. I don't know for real.
hell
That's
no.
a funky
But-
looking bear.
But that is the actual real bear. That is real bears, and some bears do not have asses.
That is the scientific name, Flaticus assicus.
Yeah.
That's the Flaticus assicus.
Flaticus
Bear, you
assicus.
be dropping a few
That is
pounds.
hilarious. That is hilarious. Boom. Did y'all hear about the mystery of the 500 pounds of cooked pasta that was dumped in the woods?
500 pounds of pasta dumped in the woods. That's sacrilegious.
Listen.
kind of
Why?
That's
What kind of
pasta
pasta?
abuse.
Oh,
Is it
Well,
penne? Is
al
it penne?
dente?
It
Yeah,
was-
what
'Cause if
kind?
they
I'm-
overcook
Was it
it,
dented?
started
It's
to
glowing in the dark.
It
Don't
was
that
eat
cooked
it.
before.
spaghetti.
Facts.
It was
Spaghetti?
I'm just lying, but I think it was.
Nah, you could
I'm
throw
not
that
gonna
away.
lie. There's been times I overcook my spaghetti and I'm like, this ain't pasta. And I
Okay.
throw it in the trash because I'm so pissed at myself and I do it all over again.
Damn.
Really?
That's the
Run out.
saddest. You need to make a song about that. That's the saddest thing I've ever
Really?
heard in my life.
That is really
You just
sad.
don't. You don't
done that
eat it in
once.
depression and cry over
How do
it
you
like
feel
I
about
do.
ravioli? But like out the can.
Homemade? No, not that king.
I do it all from scratch.
Chef Boyardee
Make
did
that
the
as a
shit.
with the
Back in the
metaphor
day.
of the rat wheel we call life.
Trust me, there's
Spaghetti.
more chemicals
My
in that
spaghetti
than
is-
my lab.
Get skettied, idiots.
Sketty.
Spaghetti is awful
Bars.
sketchy.
Oh shit! Yeah, where'd it come from? I forgot. No.
Flying
wait.
spaghetti monster.
Yeah, flying spaghetti monster. This is the
That's it right there.
Sicily.
The Italian. It was found by a local resident who went on the war.
Yeah.
It was ziti and elbow and macaroni without any sauces.
What? All those mixed?
All those mixed.
You can
yeah.
do that?
That's
Yep,
just-
the pasta was dry, but when it rained, it got cooked a little bit.
Ah.
They're trying to
Could've fed
find.
somebody with it. They wanted it.
Yeah.
That was them damn
Wasting
punk
food
kids, you know,
sucks.
just screwing around in the woods.
Them kids and their pasta.
Kids and their pasta.
It was imposter pasta.
Those
fiends.
pasta. You should have put some lobster on the pasta.
Pasta pirates.
It was
Oh, yeah,
Scooby Doo and them
Pastafarian.
kids. I
And
don't
of
know.
course,
Radioactive
there's
chicken.
there is sauce. You just got to use a little bit of the dirt. Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts,
yeah,
facts,
Dirt
facts.
sauce ain't
I
nothing.
think
to
Season.
say.
Gravy.
You know what Bear
Now
Grylls
you know
was
you know
lunch?
the Italians they call it spaghetti sauce. They call that gravy because it's got meat in it.
What?
Mm.
If it's got meat in it, it's gravy. If
Gross.
it's no meat in it, it's the sauce.
The
So like
vegan
when you have
version.
spaghetti with meat in it, it's a gravy, not a sauce.
Mm.
That's where all those sun bears went. They be putting.
Is
in
this
that
a lie?
Spaghetti.
Facts.
That's
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
I didn't know that.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So my
Gravy.
spaghetti sauce is gravy?
It's
Yeah.
gravy.
Where's Paul?
You watch you watch the Sopranos or whatever. You'll see them talking about the
Mangia
gravy.
bene,
You watch
bene.
Italian movies all the time. They'll say, "Oh, there's gravy done," and you'll look and they'll be cooking spaghetti, and it's spaghetti with sauce and the meat.
But what do
sauce.
they call like mashed potatoes and gravy?
Well, if it's got no meat in it, then it's just a sauce. I don't
Mm.
know. I don't know about. That's what I said. I haven't found that
Mm.
out. I'm still researching.
Mm.
I don't know. That's what I thought. It's weird.
It's up, down, and down, up, and
Right, right.
in Italy.
Everything's backwards in Italy.
That shit's crazy.
Right.
That shit's weird. Okay, well, we talked about it last week, but did you guys hear about the guy that spent $14,000 on a dog costume?
Yes.
On a what?
On a dog
So
costume
you can
for
be a collie.
so he can.
I don't
get-
want to hear about
I've
it.
never heard of anything.
I
I
before
think
in my
I've
life.
I've seen a little bit of him in the costume walking in it. It's weird. And
say it was cute
my
as fuck?
question, it's cool. It is kind of cute, but where did they get the money to be doing this?
Maybe he's just so starved for attention.
You
Like,
got
no one will
14
touch
grand to
him.
blow
He's
onto
got
some
no
silly
love,
little
so his
costume?
last option was to resort to being a dog. So somebody pet him and love him.
Is that?
I feel like you guys are
that's-
biased
I hope
against
it's nothing
dogs.
beyond
Those are
that.
your
That
enemies,
shit I
your
don't
natural
like. That
enemies.
shit's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, what if it was a cat?
yeah.
I mean, what
Then
if
that
it was
would
a
be
cat?
adorable.
See, man, it's still weird.
Uh,
I
mean,
still
what
want
do
to
the
know where
cats
they
think
get the
about
money to
that?
do this.
All right, well,
Even when I put on those like dollar store ears, my cat starts looking at me like, "What the fuck?"
My
I-
culture is not your
Come on,
goddamn
meow.
headband.
Catch appropriation.
well, listen, Chris is giving me the sign. We got 2 minutes left. I just want to say thank you to Death Cat for being the first band to break my band virginity. And
Thanks, Emily from Huntsville, Alabama, for hanging out in the chat room.
I
Yeah,
appreciate you.
Emily.
Thank you for watching.
Yeehaw!
Still M's. Okay, and now what time is it, Shayla? What time is it?
And now
Whoever else
it's
is
time
watching.
for a positive moment.
Okay, and
like
now
that.
this is what we do. This is what we do at the end of each and every show. We have a moment where I try to bring everything together into a positive moment. And I heard a word today, authentic. You know what? Authentic. It's a lot of real fake shit out here. It's a whole lot of real fake, like Gucci bags. It's a whole lot of real fake, you know what I'm saying? Like gym shoes. It's a whole lot of real fake people out here. They'll be out here and say, "Hey, I'm just being real," but they're being fake. You know what? And they can't go home and be authentic because they're going to be miserable. Okay, so like basically what I'm telling you is to be happy, you got to be your authentic you. You have to be you. You never failed in your whole life when you were you. Guaranteed. Nobody can fuck up you but you know what I'm saying? And the only way you fuck up is when you try to be somebody else. So at the end of the day, just remember, there's a whole lot of fake Gucci bags. There's a whole lot of mass-produced everything, and that mass-produced shit is cheap. There's only one you, and you're one of a kind. There's only one Mona Lisa, and it's priceless. So look, at the end of the day, be yourself, be authentic, be you. And if that don't work, if people don't like you, and you got to be a dick, you know what I say? At least be girthy. We out. Man.